Welcome back to The Unseen Hand, where we delve into the hidden side of society. Today, we're stepping into the world of sports, but with a twist. We'll be discussing professional athletes and others who are currently incarcerated. We'll cover the crimes they committed and the length of their sentences. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all our latest content. Now, let's dive in. Number 1. Kellen Winslow II, a former NFL tight end, was convicted of multiple sexual assault charges in 2019. These included the rape of a 58-year-old homeless woman and the sexual assault of a 54-year-old hitchhiker. Winslow was sentenced to 14 years in prison for his crimes. Number 2. Darren Sharper, a former NFL safety and 5-time Pro Bowler, was arrested in 2014 on charges of sexual assault and drugging women in multiple states. In 2016, he was sentenced to 18 years in federal prison after pleading guilty or no contest to the charges. Number 3. Javaris Crittenton, a former NBA player, was charged with the murder of a 22-year-old woman in Atlanta in 2011. He pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter and was sentenced to 23 years in prison in 2015. Number 4. War Machine, born as Jonathan Copenhaver, is a former professional mixed martial artist who competed in the UFC. In 2017, he was found guilty of 29 felony charges, including the kidnapping and sexual assault of his ex-girlfriend, Christy Mack. War Machine was sentenced to 36 years to life in prison. Number 5. Oscar Pistorius, a South African Paralympic sprinter, was convicted of murdering his girlfriend, Reva Steenkamp, in 2013. Initially sentenced to 5 years for culpable homicide, the charge was later upgraded to murder, and Pistorius was sentenced to 13 years and 5 months in prison. Number 6. Ray Caruth, a former NFL wide receiver, was convicted in 2001 for conspiracy to commit the murder of Cherika Adams, his pregnant girlfriend. Adams died a month after being shot multiple times, while their son, Chancellor, survived but suffers from cerebral palsy as a result of the attack. Caruth was sentenced to 18 years and 11 months in prison and was released in 2018. Number 7. Sam Hurd, a former NFL wide receiver, was arrested in 2011 on federal drug charges. He was accused of attempting to establish a drug trafficking network and was caught trying to buy large quantities of cocaine and marijuana. In 2013, Hurd was sentenced to 15 years in prison. Number 8. Larry Nassar, a former USA Gymnastics national team doctor, was sentenced to 60 years in federal prison in 2017 on child pornography charges. Additionally, Nassar was convicted of sexually assaulting over 250 young female athletes under the guise of medical treatment. He was sentenced to an additional 40 to 175 years in state prison. Number 9. Lawrence Phillips, a former NFL running back, was arrested numerous times for various offenses, including domestic violence, assault, and criminal threats. In 2008, he was sentenced to 31 years in prison for these crimes. While incarcerated, Phillips was suspected of murdering his cellmate, but he died by suicide before he could be tried for that crime in 2016. Number 10. Aaron Hernandez, a former NFL tight end, was convicted of the 2013 murder of Odin Lloyd, a semi-professional football player. In 2015, Hernandez was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In 2017, Hernandez was found dead in his prison cell, and his death was ruled a suicide. As we've seen, professional athletes, like anyone else, can find themselves on the wrong side of the law. It's crucial to remember that fame and fortune do not exempt anyone from the consequences of their actions. Thank you for joining us on The Unseen Hand. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more thought-provoking and mysterious content.